Hello everyone, this is Tim from Cleveland Baseball Fan 879, and this is game number 90 of the 2007 Cleveland Indians Strat-O-Matic Mostly Advanced Replay. The Indians come into this game with a 39-50 record, and the Royals come into the game with a 38-51 matchup. Today's starting pitchers are for the Indians, Sabathia, and for the Kansas City Royals, Gil Meche. And we'll go ahead and give you both lineups. For the visiting Royals, leading off and playing center field, David DeJesus. Batting second and playing second, Mark Grudzielanek. Batting third and playing right field, Mark Teahen. Cleaning up in the designated hitter, Billy Butler. Batting fifth, the left fielder, Emil Brown. Batting sixth, the third baseman, Esteban Herman. Batting seventh and playing first base is Alex Gordon. The batting eighth, the catcher, John Buck. And batting ninth, the shortstop, Tony Pena Jr. And for the Indians, leading off and playing center field, Grady Sizemore. Batting second and playing third base, Casey Blake. Batting third and catching, Victor Martinez. Batting fourth, the designated hitter, Travis Hafner. Batting fifth, the shortstop, Johnny Peralta. Batting sixth, the first baseman, Ryan Garco. Batting seventh, the right fielder, Trot Nixon. Batting eighth, the left fielder, Ben Francisco. And batting ninth and playing second base, Josh Barfield. Sabathia, your starting pitcher, making his 20th start of the season. He is 9-3, and in 132 innings has allowed 46 earned runs, walked 20, and struck out 120 for a wonderful PI ERA of 3.14. All right, and we'll go ahead and get things started here. Here's David DeJesus facing the lefty Sabathia. And a 1-6 is a 1-5 single chance. That's a 4, so leadoff single for DeJesus. And they will hold him on. Here's Grudzielanek. Let him swing away. DeJesus did have 10 steals on the year, but no, not with a slim chance that he gets thrown out on a 1-8. All right. Here's the pitch to Grudzielanek. 3-8. Ground ball to short. Peralta to Barfield. Over to Garco. Double play. And there are 2 outs. And that'll bring up Mark Teahen. (6-3) to the left fielder, and that's trouble. Francisco, a 3 and a 1, and that'll get over his head and bounce into the wall, and Teahen is up with an easy stand-up double. And they will hold him on. I'll bring up Billy Butler, the designated hitter. (6-9). And against a righty, that's a fly ball to left. And there is Francisco. We'll track this one down, and that will retire the side. And after a half inning, it's the Royals nothing, and the Indians coming to bat. And Meche will face Sizemore, Blake, and Martinez here in the bottom of the first. And Sizemore for the season. 292 average, 9 homers, 38 RBIs. (5-2) against the lefty. Oh, diamond shot, but not super advanced, just advanced. Fly ball to right. And that'll be tracked down by Teahen, 1 down. And here's Casey Blake. (6-3) pitcher X. Oh, that's in the top 3. Meche is a 4. That should get through for a hit. And it does. So tough chance for the pitcher, not handled, and Blake's on with a hit. And as a D-stealer, Buck is a -1 arm, so they will not hold him on. Blake on the season may increase his average. He was hitting .267 with 9 homers and 41 RBIs. And here's Victor Martinez. Victor on the season, .302 average, 18 homers, 60 RBIs. .3-4, and won't help his average here. Ground ball to short. And just like the Indians turn in the top half, Pena to Grudzielanek, over to Gordon, inning, double play. And after a full inning, it's the Royals nothing and the Indians nothing. And due up for the Royals, Brown, Herman, and Gordon. All right, here is Emil Brown. 6-11. Oh, these right field X and Nixon as a 4 and a 2. Will this be extra bases? Yes, it will. Leadoff double. That's an X chance, by the way. And Nixon will not be able to get to it. It gets over his head and into second with a leadoff double is Emil Brown. And they will hold him on. And here's Esteban Herman. 6-4, another X chance, shortstop chance, and this may get through and give the Royals a lead on a 4. 3 and a 4. No, Peralta knocks it down. They'll give Herman an infield hit. And the Royals are in business, first and third, nobody out. They will play the infield back, hoping to get 2 outs for. They'll give up 2 outs for a run. Here's Alex Gordon. 2-10. Won't happen for 2 outs. Let's see if this will probably get a run home. It's a deep fly ball to right field. Under it is Nixon. Brown starts at a 13. Gets 2 more added, so 15. Nixon's a +1 arm is 1-16. 1-16, they will throw him. They'll throw home. Here's the play at the plate. And he is safe on a 7. So sacrifice fly for Gordon brings home Emil Brown, and the Royals take a 1-0 lead. Staying at first is Herman. And Gordon does his JOB. And here is John Buck. For center field X. And boy, these low numbers on the X chances, but this time Sizemore can handle it. Let's see if the runners advance or not. Nope. Fly ball B. So Sizemore gets it, and heading back to first is Herman. 2 down. Here's Tony Pena Jr. 5-9, and he is weak against lefties, so that's a good thing, because that would be a single 2 stars because he does not have normal power. So drives it in the cutoff there by Sizemore, but reaching third is Herman. And CC getting Christmas treat a little bit here. Not exactly a lot of runs, but hasn't exactly been fooling people. And here's the Jesus. One 7 base hit to left field. In the score is Herman. Pena not being held on, 14. Two outs gives him a 16. To left field, Francisco is a 0 arm. 1-16. He will make it to third. They're going to send him. Throw to third. And he's in there on a 12. So Pena goes from first to third. RBI single for DeJesus. 2-0 Royals. And here's Grudzalonic. 6-4. And the shortstop, and I think a 5 will be a little bit better for Peralta in his range. Yes, it will. He will get it, throw to first, and that will retire the side. So next chance on a 3 and a 5 is in range and a ground ball C, but that will be just fine here. And the Royals get 2 runs here in the second. Got a lot of runs last game in the second inning. If you've not seen that video, please go see it. And your score after an inning and a half, it's the Royals 2 and the Indians nothing. And do it for the Indians, Hafner, Peralta, and Garco. All right, and here's the pitch to Hafner. 4-6 against the lefty, swing and a miss, strike 3. First strikeout for Meche. And here's Johnny Peralta. 1-4, and all those hits, he found the ground ball to third. So Herman over to Gordon, 2 down. And here is Garco. Hold on. That's a ground ball to second. He's a right-handed hitter. It's a ground out anyways, sorry. I was looking at the left-handed side and not the right-handed side. But still an out. So 2 down. Here's Garco. I think I might have done that for Hafner too. That was an out anyway, so we'll say that's a ground ball to second. Or fly ball to center. All right, 2 down anyway. And let's get back on the correct side of these splits. 1-7, and once again, this time, lefty would have been hit by a pitch, but a righty is a ground ball back to the mound. And 1-2-3 inning for the Indians here in the second. We go to the third. Royals lead 2-0, and here comes T and Butler in Brown here in the top of the third. And here's the pitch to Tien. 2-3, fly ball to left. And Francisco takes care of it, 1 down. Here's Billy Butler, flew out his first time up. 4-10. That's a fly ball to right, and Trent Nixon is there, 2 down. And here's Emil Brown. 1-8 against the lefty, draws a walk. And he will be held on. 2 outs, we might send Brown. He'd be a 1-10. He'd be a 13, and he'd give up 3 for being held on. So 1-10, they're going to take a chance on Brown to steal. Here's the pitch, and here's the throw to second. And he's in there on a 7, so Emil Brown steals second. And here's Herman, chance to drive in another run. To 7, and he'll get that chance. Didn't say we were holding him on, so we held him on at first, we'll hold him on at second. Into center field for a base hit. Brown down to a 12, but 2 outs makes him a 14. And then Sizemore with a 0 arm, 1-14, they'll send him. They're going to send him. Here's the throw to the plate. And a 17, and he is out. So great job, Sizemore to Peralta to Martinez. And that will retire the side. So the Indians thwart a rally there from the Royals. And after 2.5 innings, it's the Royals 2 and the Indians nothing. And due up for the Indians, bottom third of the order, Nixon, Francisco, and Barfield. And here's Trot Nixon. Get you his average 287, 1 home run, 16 RBIs. 2-7 draws a walk, so Nixon is drawing his 32nd walk of the season. Wow. All right, and that'll bring up Ben Francisco. Francisco in 24 at-bats has 4 hits, so he's 167 with 2 homers and 2 RBIs. Six, 7, 1-15 single. That's a 3. So that'll get through past the first baseman. And moving up to second is Nixon. And they'll be expecting a bunt from Barfield. Yeah, they'll do it. All right. They'll put the bunt sign on for Barfield. It'll now be a C bunter. And here's the pitch, and Barfield squares around. And an 8 should be okay on a C. C and an 8. Let's see if I can't get that in range. C and an 8. Get that. Yeah, I probably can't see it that well. Batter is thrown out by first baseman. Runners advance. So Barfield does his job. So we'll call that 3-4. On the sacrifice, both runners move up. 1 out, and here is Grady Sizemore. Flew out his first time up. I'd like to get a deeper fly ball to come into the Royals deficit. 5-4, catcher X. On a 12, will Buck as a 3 and a 12. Not in range. Buck is an E5. Oh boy, and I just mentioned this on an Al Red Sox fan video. So a 2, if you rolled a double 1, you go to the second line. That's pitcher, here's catcher. E5 for Buck. So there. On a 2, the only way that he could get it is on a 6. If I roll a 6, that's a 1. So he gets it and he throws it away, scoring from third. On the E2 is Nixon. Going to third is Francisco. No RBI, but the Indians do cut the deficit to 2-1. So Francisco goes to third. Sizemore reaches. And that'll bring up Casey Blake. Ooh, do they want to steal with Sizemore? He'd be a 1-11. Yeah, we'll see what Blake does. Maybe with 2 outs and Martinez at the plate, they'll do it. All right, here's Blake, holding all runners. To 6. And good thing they didn't. 1-7 double chance, or 1-7 home run chance. That's a 12. So Blake rips one in the gap. Scoring from third is Francisco. Sizemore being held on makes him a 16. Double goes to center field. DeJesus has a 0 arm. 1-16 for Sizemore to score. So Sizemore will score on a 1-16. They will send him. Here's the throw to the plate. And that's a 20, and he is out. Oh my. So another 8-6-2. Great relay from the Royals. Took a perfect throw, and that's exactly what happened. 2 down, but the game is tied at 2. Here's Victor Martinez trying to pick up the slack here. Five, 10, shortstop X, and a 10 will not be in range for any shortstop. The shortstop is Pena. He's an E26. E26 and a 6. No, he throws it, and the first baseman, Gordon, cannot pick it out of the dirt. Error on Pena, second error in the inning. And that'll bring up Travis Hafner. Let's see if the Indians can make them pay for their second error of the inning. And here's Hafner coming into the game with a .253 average, 16 homers, 55 RBIs. I'll give you the Blake double gives him 21 on the season and RBI number 42. So here's Hafner. 1-7, draws a walk. So they are loaded for Johnny Peralta. Peralta coming into the game, .259 with 14 homers and 43 RBIs. 2-5, and will not get the job done here. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and the Indians leave them loaded, but they do tie the game at 2, going to the top of the 4th. And due up for the Royals, Gordon, Buck, and Pena. As the Indians look for a 1-2-3 inning after sending 8 men to the plate. And here's the pitch to Gordon. And center field X, 18. And Sizemore will track it down. 1 down. And whoops, here is John Buck. Buck flew out his first time up. 5-5, and that's a swing and a miss, strike 3. First strikeout for Sabathia today. 2 down, and here is Tony Pena Jr. Pena singled his last time up. 4-4. This one is not in range for Sizemore on a 12. Just not in range. And check his air check. He is an E2. E2 and a 4. Can he make the play? Yes, he can. Great play. I'll show this again. Maybe I'll have to hold this out a little bit. E2 and a 4 through 10. He makes the play. And that will retire the side as fans give Sizemore a nice standing ovation. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Tied at 2. And do it for the Indians, Garco, Nixon, and Francisco. All right, and here's Garco. 6-7, 1-15 single, and the Indians got the good part of that D20 base hit for Garco. He is 1 for 2 on the day. They will not hold him on. And here's Trot Nixon. Nixon walked his first time up. 5-4 catcher X. And this time it's a 3. So Buck on a 3 and a 3. Nixon pops it straight up the chute. Foul territory. Behind the plate, Buck throws off the mask, and that retires Nixon. 1 down. Here's Ben Francisco, singled his first time up. For 11. And he's a right-handed pitcher. Fly ball, deep left field. Going back is Brown. It just clears the 18-foot wall. Home run, Ben Francisco. 4-11 is a 1-11 home run chance, and that's a 10. And so the Indians take a 4-2 lead. And this time it's on Francisco's 3rd homer and 4th RBI, giving the Indians a 4-2 lead. And here is Josh Barfield. 5-9 is a shortstop X. 12 will not be in range. So Pena has an E26. 7 should be okay. 26 and a 7. Yes, it is. So Pena atones for his earlier error and retires Barfield 2 down. And here's Grady Sizemore. Reached on an error his last time up. That's how the Indians scored their first run. For 8. 1-2 triple chance. That's a 10. So he will reach. And Sizemore will be 1-15 down to 1-13 and 1-12. They will hold him on. So Sizemore will take off. 1-12, and he'll make it into second. That's a 16, and he is caught stealing. So not a good day for Grady Sizemore running the bases so far. Was caught going home and then caught stealing here in the 4th inning. But the 2-run homer by Francisco does give the Indians a 4-2 lead. Going into the top of the 5th, we're due up for the Royals. 3rd time through the order to Jesus, Grzelcyk, and Tien. Six, 8 against a lefty single on a 1. That's a 20. So that's a ground ball to Barfield. Yeah, 6, 8. Yep. Ground ball to second. So Barfield throws to first, and that will retire to Jesus. And here's Grzelcyk. 6-3 left field. I don't think on a 3 and a 4. Well, that gets over Francisco's head, and another X chance goes by the wayside for the Indians. Another double for the Royals. That is their 3rd, and probably all of them were on the X chances. All right, so they'll not hold Grzelcyk on. And here's Mark Tien. He doubled himself in the 1st inning. 6-8. And another, this one's a single on a 1, but a ground ball to second. Barfield throws to first. Grzelcyk will move to 3rd. I know that's not the true advance, but that's why I say mostly advanced, because I will use super advanced base running. Runner on second, hit the 1st or 2nd. Yep, so he will advance. And I'll bring up Billy Butler. for 10. And a fly ball to right, and Nixon camped under it, and that will retire the side. And we go to the bottom of the 5th. Indians lead 4-2. And due up for the Indians, Blake, Martinez, and Hafner. And we'll see if we end up getting bullpen action. They have started to get Zach Greinke loosening in the pen. He is a long reliever in 2007. Let's see here. Yeah, we'll have Zach Greinke and John Bale loosening in the pen. All right, here is Casey Blake. 5-6. And against a righty, that's a fly ball to right. Tien under it, 1 down. And here is Victor Martinez. Grounded into a double play and reached on an error. 1-4. And that ball is crushed to deep left center field. And all that the center fielder DeJesus can do is watch it go. Or as Tom Hamilton would say, way back and gone. So Martinez with his 19th homer and 61st RBI. It gives the Indians a 5-2 lead. And here's Travis Hafner. 2-6, ground ball back to the mound, and Meche underhands at the first, 2 down. And here is Johnny Peralta, and this might be it for Meche after this inning. (5-9), shortstop X, 12 will not be in range, and E26 for Pena. Ooh, E26 and a 12. And he will make the play to retire the side. But the Martinez homer gives the Indians a 5-2 lead. And I think that will be it for Meche. He will come out, and Zach Greinke will come into the game after in the next half inning. This also may be it for Sabathia. It does have 7. We'll see what happens here. All right, here's Emil Brown. Double and a walk in 2 plate appearances. He also stole a base. 5-7, swing and a miss, strike 3. Only the 2nd strikeout for Sabathia today. 1 down. And here's Esteban Herman. 1-5. And either side, he draws a walk. So Herman's been on base 3 times today. 2 walks, or a walk and 2 singles. And they will hold him on. Down 3 runs, they're not going to try to steal. Here's Alex Gordon. Gordon is 0 for 2 with a sac fly and a flyout, so actually technically 0 for 1. 3-7, swing and a miss, strike 3. So 3rd strikeout for Sabathia. 2 down, and here's John Buck. Buck 0 for 2, a flyout and a strikeout. 5-5, and either side, that's a swing and a miss, strike 3. Sabathia strikes out the side, saying, "Leave me in, coach." Goose egg for the Royals here in the 6th. We go to the bottom half, and in will come Greinke. And Greinke will face Garco, Nixon, and Francisco. Meche will be... We'll say he's given up 3 earned runs. We'll call the 2 runs in the third inning unearned due to the error on the catcher. All right, so... All right, so Greinke will face Garco here, righty-righty matchup. Six, 7, second base X, 14 should be in range. And it is for Grudzielanek, who's a 2, and that's 1 down. And here's Trot Nixon. Nixon is 0 for 1 with a walk. Six, 7 again, second base X, 13 is in range for Grudzielanek again. So it just can't get it past Grudzielanek in this inning, and 2 down. And here's Ben Francisco, whose 2-run homer in the 4th inning gave the Indians a lead. Five, and not this time. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And that'll retire the side. We go to the 7th. Point of weakness inning for Sabathia. They will get Tom Masney and Fernando Cabrera loosening in the pen. I think this will be do or die because this is about to be the 4th time through the lineup. The only reason I'm doing that is because Sabathia has the 7 rating for point of weakness. So we probably went a little deeper in games. All right, here's Tony Pena Jr. Pena 1 for 2 with a single. 4-7 and swing and a miss, strike 3. So Sabathia reaching back and finding that extra gear here. And here's De Jesus. Yeah. 6-10. And against the lefty Grumble, the second, Barfield throws to first. 2 down. And here's Mark Grudzielanek. Doubled his last time up. And, well, a 6 should be in range for, yep. And top half for Sizemore, X chance for Sizemore, and a 6 will take care of it. And a 1-2-3 inning, and they'll sit Sabathia after this. He has retired 8 out of the last 9, but they'll let him kind of get on, be done after this inning. Stretch time here in Jacobs Field. Indians lead 5-2. And Cabrera has sat down. Masney will most likely come in for the 8th. All right, Greinke back out for his 2nd inning of work. And here's the pitch to Barfield. Barfield is 0 for 1 with a sacrifice. 6-7 again, second base X. They're picking on Grudzielanek over there, and he'll say, keep hitting it to me. 1 down. And back to the top of the order, Grady Sizemore singled, reached on an air, and flown out in 3 appearances. 4-5, and either side swing and a miss, strike 3. Second strikeout for Greinke. 2 down, and here's Casey Blake. 6-9, and he goes down on strikes as well. And that will retire the side. We go to the 8th. In will come Tom Masney. And Rafael Betancourt is also loosening in the pen in case Masney cannot deliver. So Sabathia will go 7 innings, give up 2 earned runs, and is in line for the win. And let's get you the stats on Tom Masney. Masney making his 42nd appearance 1 win, 1 loss, and in 44 and 2/3 innings pitched has allowed 26 earned runs, walked 22, and struck out 33, and has a 5.24 ERA. All right, and Masney will face the lefty Tien, then Butler and Brown. 0-4-5, shortstop X, but that's a 17, and Peralta will get there and retire Tien, 1 down. And here's Billy Butler. 6-8, second base X. Tough chance for Barfield, but on a 20, he will make the play. 2 down. And here's Emil Brown. Brown a double and a walk in 3 appearances, and he struck out the other time. 2-9, and against a righty, swing and a miss, strike 3. So 1-2-3 inning for Masney here in the 8th inning. Joe Borowski is going to be loosening in case he wants to, if it's a 3-run game. And Greinke will come out, but John Bale is loosening in the pen. This is Greinke's point of weakness going into his 3rd inning. Oops, get this back in. All right, so Greinke will face Martinez, Hafner, and Peralta. Martinez homered his last time up. 2-6, fly ball to center. De Jesus camps under it, 1 down. Here's Travis Hafner, 0-for-2 with a walk. 6-9 against the lefty. Ooh, fly ball to right. Tien, 2 down, and here's Johnny Peralta. Five, 3, first base X, not in range for Gordon. Gordon at first is an E9. And a 4, he won't make that play. Nope. Bobbles it, and he just puts it in his pocket. Peralta reaches on an error. 3rd error of the evening for the Royals. Here's Ryan Garco. And a second base X. 2 and a 5 for Grzelcyk should be okay. And it is. We'll say he throws the first. Grzelcyk got tested this game. All right, we go to the 9th, and in comes Joe Borowski. And we'll get you his stats. He pitched the last game. And Borowski making his 28th appearance. 3-2 record, 26 in the 3rd innings, 21 earned runs, 4 walks, 16 strikeouts, and has converted 13 of 19 save opportunities and has a 7.18 ERA. So Masney pitched his 1 inning of work, and we will bring in Borowski for a save opportunity. He will face Herman Gordon, and we'll get a pinch hitter for John Buck. Oops. Go here. Here. And here is Herman. Here's Esteban Herman facing Borowski. $6-11. Popped them up to the third baseman, Blake. 1 down. And here is Alex Gordon, and Joey Gathright is going to grab a bat, and he will hit for Buck. 210. And Gordon rips one into the gap, and into second with a double is Gordon. His first hit of the day. And now Gathright will hit for Buck. Jason LaRue will come in and catch if it gets that far. So pinch hitting for Buck, Joey Gathright. All right, they will not hold Gordon on. His run does not mean much. So here's the pitch to Gathright. 4-5, and swing and a miss, strike 3. And as I said last game, and the Europe's final countdown is now playing. Tony Pena Jr., last hope for the Royals. For 7, 1-11, single chance. That's an 8. Casey Blake snags it. Ball game. Final score from Jacobs Field. Indians 5, Royals 2, and we'll be back with the details right after this. All right, final line score. Indians 5 runs, 7 hits, no errors. Royals 2 runs, 8 hits, 3 errors. So defensive performance they'd love to have back. Sabathia will get the win. He will move to 10-3 on the season. Went 7 innings. Gave up the 2 earned runs. He walked 2 and struck out Struck out 5. And then Borowski pitches a scoreless ninth for his 14th save. All right, everybody, give me a second. I'll go ahead and give you the next matchup for this replay. I'm going to start doing all of them on the channel. Time out real quick. Before I give you the next matchup, the Indians now have a 40-50 record. The Royals have a 38-52 record. The next game will be Jorge De La Rosa for the Royals and Fausto Carmona for the Indians. All right, everybody, thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. And if you've not already subscribed, please hit the bell icon. You'll be notified of any new videos. And whatever games you are playing, please enjoy them to your fullest. Have a good day, everybody.